Hi there people, how's it going? I just feel compelled to make this video. I've just watched a video by Julian Batchelor, Stop Co-Governance. And Julian is famous, or infamous rather, in New Zealand for trying his very best to raise awareness about what's happening in New Zealand, while politicians, in the most part, and the cowardly, disgusting media, which is the most liberal in the whole Western world, ignore it. In New Zealand, radical Maori extremists in Parliament, which is the Maori Party and the Green Party, and tribal elites, iwi elites, they're called in New Zealand. Basically, they are taking ownership of all the coastline in New Zealand, all water, and taking ownership of fresh water because they just feel a connection to it. And because they feel a connection to it, and they've always felt a connection to it, which is bullshit, obviously, our weak as piss, and I mean weak as weak can be piss, Prime Minister Chris Luxon is capitulating to these radical extremists and is terrified. This man is literally terrified of challenging what these people say. The Waitangi Tribunal in New Zealand is stocked full, which is these judges and lawyers are stocked full of Maori extremists who every decision they make favour tribes and order the government, this has been happening for decades, order the government to pay hundreds and hundreds of millions to tribal leaders. It's just... But now they're coming for the water, the sea, the ocean, the water that comes from the sky, rivers and lakes, everything. This is a huge scam, one huge scam. The problem is, in New Zealand, the media, 100% of the media, 100%, are paid to fully support what the radical Maori are doing. They're paid to support it. Otherwise, the media don't get no funding. And people like me, like anybody in New Zealand who's not Maori, are not allowed to talk about it. Because if they talk about it in the workplace or in a social gathering and someone reports it, they can lose their jobs in New Zealand. You can lose your job for being against these radical extremists and shakedown merchants of the government for the tune of billions and billions. If you talk about it, you can lose your job. You can lose everything. That's how much power they've got. It's frustrating. And, there's people who say, oh, you're just a bum, you go back home. Yeah. If you don't like it, F off back home. I'll tell you what, you Kiwi men. Where are you? Where are you? Why don't you stand up? Instead of whispering about it behind closed doors, which I know you do because I've heard you, why don't you actually stand up and say it? You've got a right. This is supposed to be a free country. Most of you are against it. But you won't say it. Just because you might lose some Maori friends. I tell you what, if you lose Maori friends over this, or people who lean to the left, then fuck them. Because if you lose Maori friends over this, that means they are radical extremist Maori. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's a new channel, YouTube channel, I've been watching of late. And funny enough, this bloke, you don't see his face, but I know he's from Wales somewhere, northwest Wales, I would say, by his accent. WhangareiTim. And he's making some great stuff, and he's saying much the same as what I'm saying. And he's supporting Julian Batchelor, he's supporting Hobson's pledge. And he's doing the business. But why does he have to take people coming into New Zealand to see the problems? Why? What happened to the Kiwi men? What's happened to you? You're great at playing rugby. You're great at sports. But are you that terrified of opening your mouth? Okay. Didn't mean to drop an F-bomb then. But sometimes, you know, an F-bomb has to be dropped. And you got to say it the way it is. New Zealand's in trouble. I mean, the world's in trouble, we know. But New Zealand's right at the bottom of the world, and we got a problem with these radical Maori terrorists who are, well, they're beyond reproach. We can't... A debate is not even allowed in New Zealand. We can't even have debate about it. Because these people... You know what? None of these people, these Maori, I say Maori very loosely, these radical extremist people who call themselves Maori in Parliament, they've learned, my God, they're human beings, but they just call everybody racist all the time, and people are so afraid of being called racist in New Zealand. If someone calls you a racist, wear it with pride. You know it's not true. Wear it with pride. Fuck them. But Chris Luxon, the Prime Minister, hiding under his desk, hiding under the chair, terrified. Oh, don't call me a racist. Oh, please, oh, Mr. Mead, you would love me. I'm going to give Maori everything. I'll tell you what, Chris Luxon, I'm going to swear. I'm going to swear because I'm pissed off, right? I'll probably get a visit from the, what they call the SIS, which is New Zealand MI5, or the police. Chris Luxon, I guarantee you, when he screws this country over and hands it over to Maori, where they get 100% governance, because 50-50 is literally 100% governance, to Maori, who are all 90% European. Every single one of them. When he does hand it over, he'll fuck off out of the country like John Key and Jacinda Ardern. Leave. Skip it. And he'll leave the burning pile of shit behind him. Okay. I'm going to leave a link below this video. And I'm sorry if you're really offended by me swearing, but I tell you what, you know, wake the F up. New Zealanders, New Zealand men, stand the fuck up and call it out for what it is. Regardless, just because you got Maori friends, you played rugby with them or you work with them, you don't need to be aggressive. Like I'm aggressive at the minute. Of course I am, because it fucking pisses me off. Because why can I sit and you can't? Because you're too scared. Say it at the work table. Say it at the breaks. Tell your friends, listen, I don't agree with this. Why should you have more? Why should Maori have more rights than me? Why can't you say that? But in New Zealand, if you want equality, if you want everybody to be equal, Maori are conditioned to call you a racist. You're just a racist. That's what they'll call you. Not all Maori. I'm not saying all Maori. But more and more are getting radicalised. They are. It's a fact. Okay. I'll leave a link below. Take a look at Stop Co-Governance. That is my most expletive-ridden video I've ever made. But you know, I care less now, to be honest with you. People have to wake up. But like, come on, grow some, eh? Grow some. And you journalists out there, you piss-poor, mealy-mouthed journalists who are paid to lie and support everything the Maori worldview is bollocks, man. You know it's bollocks. What's wrong with you? Paddy Golden Shower? Fuck. He's got a face like... Jack Tame? What's wrong with you? You weak as piss bastards. Call it out. Call them racist. They're fucking racist, for God's sake. They call me a racist. Yeah, oh, I'm a racist, yeah. Fucking bullshit. I've paid my price. And I've no doubt I'll pay a little bit more for this video. But New Zealand media, you're filth and you're scum. Every single journalist, you're filth and scum for doing what you're doing. New Zealand men who are not Maori, for not standing up to this, you're just cowards. Cowards. Okay. Check out the videos below. Check Stop Co-Governance. And check out WhangareiTim. And support him. And support Judith Batchelor. If you don't like what I say, then I care less. This is Cross the Rubicon. Please like, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, share this video everywhere, and give me an uptick if you agree with me. Okay, see you later.